Hello my friends, today we're learning Basra Daf Kuf Tes. So we're going to go a second and read the Pasuk. It says a Pasuk in Bamidbar of Zion, Pasuk Yidalef, V'chi ein ochim la'aviv, if there's no brothers to the father, when Asasim es nachloso, you give the nachlo l'she'ero to his relative, a korov who's close elov, mimishpachto, from his family. V'yorash oisan, he'll yarshin ha v'oisel b'nei Yisrael l'chukas oilom, l'chukas mishpot kasher tziva Hashem es Moshe. So we darshaned on Daf Kuf Ches on base that she'ero is coming to tell you that the father is Yorish before the brothers, meaning you have here three generations, Yaakov, and his son Reuven, his son Chanoich. Now the middle generation, that's Reuven, has brothers Shimon, Levi, Yehuda, etc. And he's the one who passed away. So we said early on that if Reuven dies, his father gets and he has no kids, so his father Yaakov gets the Yerusha before Shimon and Levi. That's what we darshan from Sheira. So the Gemara wants to suggest maybe we should darshan something else. Said the Gemara, "Ve'hein no sheir." Fourth line down, Kuftes Amud Aleph. Ve'ema, let's maybe sheiro is av. It's come to say sheir means a father. Melamed she'av koidim labas. It doesn't mean to say that the father of Reuven, Yaakov, comes before his brothers Shimon and Levi. It's coming to say that he comes before the daughter of Reuven. If Reuven left a daughter, that the father yarshes him first. You might have think that he'll even be before Chetzron, the son of Reuven. Talmud loymar korov koidem. It says in the Pasuk Korov, the one who's closer yarshes first, and since Chetzron is closer than the grandfather, than Yaakov, so Chetzron's first. But if there's no Chetzron, there's only a daughter, then the father yarshins before the daughter. No, you can't say this. Why not? Kevan de leinin yibum. Since for yibum, if someone passes away and he has a boy or a girl, there's no din of yibum. So kevan de leinin yibum ben vebas kadodin. It doesn't matter if the person passed away has a son. Doesn't matter if he has a daughter. It's the same din that there's no yibum. Leinin nachlo legabe Yerusha nami benu bas kadodin. The son and the daughter yarshin before the grandfather. And even if there's only a daughter, she yarshins before the grandfather. So you can't say this drasha. So said the Gemara a different suggestion. Ve'imo sheir ze'av. When it says sheir ze'av melamed shav koidim la'ache av. It's coming to say that the father, Yaakov, yarshins before his brothers, before Esav, because in the Pasuk it says, Pashtus, v'im ein achim lo, if there's no brothers to his father, that means Reuven passed away and there's no brothers to the father, that means there's no Esav, Yaakov has no brother, then it goes l'she'eroi, but if there's brothers, the brothers come first. Yochol yaktim la'achin, you might have thought that the father, so we know, so it's coming to tell you, Shera, that the father is before the brothers of the father. You might think that the brothers of the one who passed away, of Reuven, the father will go ahead of him. No. Talmud loima, korov koidem, that a korov koidem, the one who's relative closer is closer, and therefore the brothers of Reuven are closer to him because they do yibum closer than the father who has no yachsus. And therefore, the whole chiddush of Sheira is coming to say that the father Yaakov gets Yerusha before his brothers Esav. Said the Gemara, Aryeh, the brothers of the father, lo tzrich yikra. You don't need the pasuk to tell you that. Why? Aryeh mikoach man ka'asu. Esav? What's his connection to Reuven? Mikoach av. It's through Yaakov, through the father of Reuven. Koi av koyarti achi, so it doesn't make any sense that Esav, the uncle of Reuven, you'll yarshin him before Yaakov the father. It makes no sense, no logic to say such a thing, so therefore you don't need Sheira to tell you that. It's obvious that Yaakov is before Esav, so you don't need the pasuk, so it must be that Sheira is coming to tell you that he's before the Achim of Reuven, Shimon and Levi. Again, so let's say, Lo tzrich kro why achav mikoach man kosu mikoach av koi arti achi av. Frag the Gemara on all this for kroi love hochik sivi. How could you tell me that Sheira is coming to tell you that the father yarshins before the brothers? In the pasuk doesn't say like that. It said d'chsivim ein achim lo aviv. If there's no brothers to the father, means Yaakov has no brothers. No, he doesn't have a brother. then he yarshins, and you're telling me that the father yarshins already before the brothers, his brothers, before his son's brothers? So the Gemara, no, kroi sheloi kesidron ksivi. Enochinami. Let's see Rashbam on this. Kroi sheloi kesidron ksivi. Dohok ksiv acheav achakach she'erav. That means in the Pasuk, it first says the brothers of the father, meaning Esau, and only afterwards, She'eroi, that means the father. Bal kochoch av kodim lohen. It's obvious that the father is before his brothers, because he's more related to his son more than the uncles. So says Rashbam, the Lord digder hakosu besidrum l'shum desomach amay de kosa v'korev kodem u'ma'atzmum tisader oisom l'kur frikuvros. And since the Pasuk, it says that the one who's related closer, he yarshins first. So the Pasuk wasn't medactic what to write first, but it was obvious that the father is before his brothers. I mean, the father Yaakov is before his brother Esau to yarshin Reuven. And therefore, the Torah wasn't medactic to write Kesedron, and therefore, when it says She'eroi, She'eroi is coming to say that the father Yaakov yarshins before the brothers of Reuven, Shimon, and Levi. Says the Gemara, V'haitana. There is another Tana who learned that the father goes before Shimon and Levi from a different way, not from the word She'eroi. The Tanya, we learned in the Pasuk, it said, Dorash Rabbi Shmuel bar Rabbi Yosi darshan the thing that it says, Ish kiyomus uben enloi. I'm going to read the whole Pasuk. It says that someone dies and he doesn't have a son. I'm going to read the whole Pasuk. You should pass over his inheritance to his daughter. So it says the Gemara, it says the Brisa, when there is a daughter, when Reuben passes away and he has a daughter, then you pass over the nachala from the father. The father who's going to get the nachlo, he doesn't get the nachlo, and you pass it over to the daughter. But when do we take away the nachlo from the av and we give it to the daughter? That's only when there's a daughter. But if there's no daughter, if Reuben died with no kids, so then the father gets the nachlo and not the achim. You only do the avartim when there's a daughter, but when there's no daughter, it goes to the father. So from there we learn that the father is before the brothers of the mace. Frek the Gemara, how do you know that this va'avarta means to say that we don't give it to the father and we give it to the daughter? Maybe it means otherwise, that when there's a daughter, you don't give it to the brothers of the mace, you give it to the daughter. But v'yato, says the Gemara, daf kuftes amud beis, v'yato ma'avir nachlo minav, afilu b'mokim bas. But in a case where there is a father and a daughter, a granddaughter, so the father goes before the daughter. So the Gemara, if so, if that would be what the Torah wants to tell you, the Torah doesn't have to tell you ve'avartem, and Tosfos explains, it's obviously Shabbos kroiv l'meis yosimach. The daughter's closer, l'fishiyetis yireichoi, u'leinin yibum. So basically, it's coming to tell you that when there is a father and there is a daughter, you give the Yerusha to the daughter and you take away from the father. But if there's no daughter, the father gets her, not the brothers. So it comes out, there's two shittas. Where do we know that the father of the mace gets the Yerusha before the brother of the mace? One learns it from She'erah, and one learns it from the Lashon that it said ve'avartem, meaning that you take it away from someone that it's meant to get and you give it to someone else. So said the Gemara, third line down, the one who learns that the father gets it before the brothers of the mace from the Pasuk of Avartem, what does he learn from the word She'eroi? So the Gemara, he needs it from what we learn in the Brisa. She'eroi the Ishtoi, a whole different drasha. That's not coming to say that She'eroi yarshins it. We're darshaning in a different way, that it means She'eroi milamed shabal Yereshes Ishtoi, that we learn She'eroi, that's She'eroi, that when the woman dies, the husband yarshins it. Let's just read the Rashbam on it. Yereshes Ishtoi, the Kosova Gorim Mosifim V'Dorshim V'Koryochim and Asatim Es Nachlosoi She'eroi, that when the She'eroi, that means his wife, dies, then you give it to the husband. Said the Gemara, Leman de Nafkele Misheira, Lefi the Shitta who learns that the father gets it before the brothers, you learn it for him, She'era, I ve'avartem I ovidle. Why did the Torah use a Loshen ve'avartem and not v'nosatem? Said the Gemara, Mi boy leke the Tanya, Rabbi Oima, Bekulo Ne'emar B'yem Nesina, on all Yerusha it says giving. V'kan Ne'emar Avora, as if it's passing it over. She'ein lecho, it's coming to tell you, she'enecha shema v'nechlo m'shevet l'shevet elo ba'as. It's coming to tell you that the only way that nachalo could move from a shevet to shevet is only for a daughter. Oy lubno yershim oiso. So what's the case? Let's say Reuven passed away and he has a daughter, so his daughter yarshins him. And then if the daughter gets married to someone from Shevet Shimon and now she passes away, so the Yerusha goes to her husband or to her son that she has a son with this one from Shevet Shimon. So who does the Nachlo belong to now? It belongs to Shevet Shimon. It used to belong to Reuven, now it belongs to Shimon. So that's what the drasha of Barabautim saying, that there is a case where the Nachlo changes from Shevet to Shevet. Said the Gemara, okay, for now we understand all the drashas. Now the Gemara wants to know, we learned that She'eroi is coming to tell you that Yerusha goes to the father instead of the brothers of the mace. Says the Gemara, how do you know that She'eroi, the Lashon She'eroi means a father? Because it's in the pasuk She'eroi vichohu. Let's say She'eroi, maybe it means She'eroi, that if someone dies, Yerusha goes to his mother. Even by the mother it says the Lashon She'eroi. Omar Rava, no. Omar Kromi Mishpachto. It says in the same pasuk of Yerusha, it says from his family v'yorash oiso, and mi mishpachasav kruya mishpacha. Who are you considered by family? Only for your father. Mishpacha same ene kruya mishpacha. The mother's family is not considered your mishpacha. How do we know that? Because it's in the pasuk. LeMishpachtom lebeis avoisom. We could see that the mishpacha goes by the father, not by the mother. So we could see, so when it says She'eroi and it says Mishpacha, it must mean the father, not the mother. Ask the Gemara, Mishpachas Eim Eino Krui Mishpacha. The mother's family is not called Mishpacha. I'll bring you Aryeh that's also called Mishpacha. V'oksiv, it says in the pasuk that it says Amicha had Avodah Zarah, and it says Va'inar mi Beis Lechem Yehuda. There was a kid from Beis Lechem that Beis Lechem is in Yehuda. Mi Mishpachas Yehuda. It says he was from family Yehuda. V'hu Levi, and he's a Levi. V'hu Gershom, and he lived there, and he was a kohen for this Avodah Zarah of Micha. So it says the Gemara, Ogu Fakashi, this pasuk is a stira. Omar Tvo Levi, he said he's a Levi, Alma mi Levi also, we could see he comes, he's a Levi, and then it says mi Mishpachas Yehuda, Alma mi Yehuda also, it's a contradiction. What Shevet is he? Is the Shevet Levi or is it Shevet Yehuda? Elolav, it must be the Vual mi Levi, it must be that his father was Levi, and that's why we call him a Levi from Shevet Levi, because Levi goes after the father. Ve'imei mi Yehuda, and his mother was from Yehuda, and that's why we call him Mishpachas Yehuda. Ve'kama mi Mishpachas Yehuda, so we could see that the mother's family is also considered Mishpacha, not like what we were saying before that Mishpacha goes only after the father. So it's a cash on what we said. Omar Rava Barav Chanon Loi. Gavra de Shmei Levi. When it says Vehu Levi, it doesn't mean that he comes from Shevet Levi. It means the name of this person was Levi, but he was from Shevet Yehuda. And because why was he Shevet Yehuda? Because his father was from Yehuda, nothing to do with his mother. Says the Gemara, Iochi, if this is Pshata, his name was Levi, I knew the Kamar, Micha, does it make sense that Micha was all excited and he said, Ato yodati ki yetav Hashem li, Hashem will do me good, ki oyo li Levi le Kohen, because my Levi was for Kohen. So Bishlema, if you're going to say that he was literally from Shevet Levi, so Micha was proud that from Shevet Levi, who are Koyanim and Levim for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so from that Shevet, he's my Kohen from Avodah Zarah, who's all proud about it. But if it was just his name Levi, what was he excited about? So the Gemara, no, in this Ramele Gavra de Shmei Levi, he still, even though they wasn't really a Levi from Shevet Levi, because his name was Levi, he was excited. Micha said, I have someone, his name is Levi, and he's my Kohen for Avodah Zarah. So even though they wasn't really from Shevet Levi, but his name is Levi, look, Hashem has Levim who are Koyanim, I have a Levi who's a Kohen. So really it means that his name was Levi, but he wasn't from Shevet Levi. Said the Gemara, Levi Shmoi, you want to tell me his name is Levi, this person who was a Kohen for Avodah Zarah, the Snar? Valo Yehoinason Shmoi, his name was Yehoinason. How do we know this? Because later on in the Psukim Bar Micha, it says that Bnei Don took the Avodah Zarah from Micha, and they also made Avodah Zarah. Shenema v'Yoinason beGershom b'Menashe, Yoinason the son of Gershom, the son of Menashe, who, him, Ubonov and his kids, Oyu Kohanim l'Shevet Adeni. They were the Kohanim for Shevet Don. And now, says the Gemara, and now by the way, when it says Menashe, the nun is written in a funny way. Says the Gemara, V'chi ben Menashe hu? This Yehoinos son, was he the son of Menashe? V'aloi ben Moshe hu? It's the son of Moshe, the grandson of Moshe. D'chsiv bnei Moshe, who are the sons of Moshe? Gershon v'Eliezer. And so, who's the son of Moshe? Gershon. And it said in the Pasuk, Yonasan ben Gershon, ben Menashe, so it must be ben Moshe. And the nun is funny, just to tell you that doesn't really mean Menashe, it means Moshe. So we could see his name was Yehoinos son, and you're telling me his name was Levi. So it says a whole new pshat. Elo mitoch she'osa ma'aseh Menashe tolo akosov b'Menashe. Really, his name wasn't Levi, his name was Yehoinos son, and he was from Shevet Levi, as we see that he's the son of Gershon, the son of Moshe. And why do we call him Menashe with a nun? Why do we add to Moshe's name nun to call him Menashe? Because he behaved like Menashe, who was a king from Shevet Yehuda, who was over Avodah Zarah, and Menashe was a big over Avodah Zarah. And this Yoitzodok, Yehoinos son, was also over Avodah Zarah. That's why we call him Ben Menashe, because he behaved like Menashe was over Avodah Zarah. And therefore, Ochenami, mitoch she'osa ma'aseh Menashe da'osim Yehuda, because this Yehoinos son behaved. So, like when it says Yonasan ben Gershon ben Menashe, really means ben Moshe, and the reason why we call him Menashe because he behaved like Menashe. So also Ochenami, also by us, when it said in the earlier pasuk that Yinar Beis Lechem Yehuda Mishpachas Yehuda, doesn't really mean that he was Mishpachas Yehuda. Really was from Shevet Levi, and that's why Micha was excited that he had the Levi as a Kohen of Avodah Zarah. And why he says Mishevet Yehuda? Not because his mother was from Shevet Yehuda. No, Ochenami mitoch she'osa ma'aseh Menashe da'osim Yehuda, because he behaved like Menashe was over Avodah Zarah, who comes from Shevet Yehuda. That's why we say Mishpachas Yehuda really has no connection to Mishpachas Yehuda, but it means he behaved like Menashe from Shevet Yehuda was over Avodah Zarah, and therefore we have no kasha. The whole kasha was that a woman that also by the mother goes after Mishpacha from this pasuk, because we had the steer, it says Levi and Yehuda. We're saying no, really Mishpacha is only after the father. And why do we call him Mishpachas Yehuda? Because Mishpachas Yehuda means there was over Avodah Zarah like Menashe from Shevet Yehuda. Omar Rabbi Yochanan Mishum Rab Shimon ben Yochai. Rabbi Yochanan says in the name of the Heilige Tana Rab Shimon ben Yochai. Mikan, from here we learn Shetolim Esaklolo b'Mikulol. When we want to talk about someone bad, we connect him to someone else who's bad. What does that mean? Because this person he got a klola for being over the Avodah Zarah for the Kohen, this Yehoinos son, who was a Kohen of this Avodah Zarah. We are toile him on Shevet Yehuda and in Menashe that they also worked Avodah Zarah. Rabbi Yossi Bar Chanina Omar Me'ocha, I have another source for this thing that we are toile someone a klola and someone who's mekulol, because it says about Adoniyo, who was a son of Shloimo. The son of David, and he was murdered in Malchus. It says he thought he was going to be the king. It says v'gam hu toiv toyer moed, he was good looking. V'oisa yoldo, and the mother had the birth to him acher Avshalom. After Avshalom, he was born. Correct the Gemara, Va'aloi Adoniyo bas Chogis. Adoniyo is a son of Chogis. V'Avshalom is ben Ma'acho, is a son of Ma'acho. So the mother was different. So how does it say in the pasuk that Adoniyo and Avshalom come from the same mother? Elo, we do see mitoch she'osa ma'aseh Avshalom demorad. Since he behaved, he did a klola like Avshalom that was a murad. But Malchus tolo yakosu b'Avshalom. That's why we say that he's from the same mother, but really doesn't really mean the same mother. It just means that he behaved like Avshalom was murad. Also Adoniyo was Moired b'Malchus. Thank you very much. We should be zoicha to have a sukkah. We should be zoicha for Gedala Daminim. We should be zoicha for all those shpizin that are going to come to us and visit us wherever we are. Best regards for Kopangan, Thailand. Thank you.